clarifications? Steve?
Yes.
Steve, do you mind using the microphone?
Sure. I'm Steve Wild from 355 South Ashland Lane, Conway Farms. And first of all, I think the whole process has been very good. And again, I want to say publicly, I think the board has done a wonderful job of dealing with a potentially contentious situation vis-a-vis the tennis courts. It is dark now, Harry. We can't see the courts.
I've been watching them all day.
That's right. Just a couple things that I'd like to point out. Number one, I think one of the real issues that this situation brought to fore this summer was just this whole notion of, number one, transparency, and sort of tangential to that was just the idea of maybe putting these things out to bid and establishing a market value for this. And I know that in the discussion just a minute ago, the issue was really, well, what's our cost? And again, using cost to establish a value for the particular asset. And to my way of thinking, what the community seemed to be saying is, hey, put these things out to bid and let's get the highest price we can for them. Now that might be different, a tennis court might be different than a soccer field and a gymnasium or what have you, but I thought the whole intent, at least what I read, was that, hey, let's get as much money to the school board as we possibly can. And then the other issue that I just feel very strongly about, and mainly because I don't think I've ever done business in a community in which I lived. And, just always really felt like an outsider in these various communities. I think there is a distinction between a resident business, or a resident for-profit entity, and a non-resident. And I think in the last category, you had just for-profit, and I would subcategorize that into resident and non-resident. And in keeping with the whole notion of shop local first, I would put the resident business or resident for-profit entity above the non-resident. So those are just my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you.